Hi, Death Grips. It's Katie again. I was just calling because I was thinking about how much I love God. And, I love God and I love Jesus and I love the Pope. I love all those guys. But I was thinking about, I wrote a really good song and I thought that you might like it. So you could use it if you want. So here it is. I love God and I love the Pope. God's name is God and the Pope's name is, hang on. And the Pope's name is, wait. Oh no. Oh no. Oh God. Oh no. Oh no, this is bad. Oh, this is bad. This is not good. Oh, jeez. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh. Oh, no. I can't remember who the Pope is right now. Oh, my God. Wait. Oh, okay. Yeah, it was that guy. Okay, I remember now. Forgot it was that guy. Okay. Was he always the Pope? How many popes have there been? What is a pope? What does the Pope do? Is he like the Italian Santa? Why do they have their own city? What happened to the other popes? Why would Santa still bring presents to Italian people? Ooh, wow. Okay. That's too many. Too many popes. Okay. Ooh, yes. Here we go. Okay, now we're talking. Okay, let's just skip over martyred popes and go straight to murdered popes. Pope John the Eighth. Okay, he was the Bishop of Rome, died in 882. He is often considered one of the ablest popes. Okay, no. Wow. What the heck? What on earth? That's so messed up. God. No. I hate that. I hate ableism. That makes me so angry. I don't like that. Well, okay. Who else got murdered then? Okay, Pope Stephen. Alright, so this guy Stephen was Pope for a year and then he died. He is best known for instigating the Cadaver Synod, which ultimately led to his death. Oh, okay. What is that? Alright, so basically they dug up a dead guy's body and put his corpse on trial and he lost. Wait, what? So, it's the 800s, when everything in the world is really weird and bad. Approximately 1 billion popes kept dying really violently, and that caused a lot of political tension around then, because they kept having to get new popes, and it was really confusing. Some of these guys only got to be pope for like a few days, and then they died. Being the pope was sort of like going to work at the Getting Murdered factory, but people still really wanted to work at the Getting Murdered factory. But you weren't allowed to apply for a job or say that you wanted to work at the Getting Murdered factory. Much like was the case with the anime protagonist of this story, Pope Formosus. He was just like Naruto, in the way that Naruto died. Anyway, it's 864 and Formosus is the Bishop of Porto, and everybody liked him and thought he was really cool, unlike Naruto, who is famously a loser that everybody hates. But this Bulgarian ruler, Boris the First, really liked Naruto, like a lot. He was sort of like Naruto's boyfriend. I haven't seen Naruto, so I'm not sure. So he said to him, "Oh, I want you to come be my archbishop, baby girl, come on." And Formosus was like, "Sorry, I'm not gay, but oh man, I really want to. That'd be so cool. I would love that and I want to do that." But this wasn't good, because they had a rule that you weren't allowed to hold more than one papal position at a time. You weren't even allowed to say that you wanted to do that. You can't say out loud that you want to have 2 jobs, because people will think that you're poor, and that's gross. So now, in 875, the emperor is Charles the Bald, and everybody hates him. He sucks. But Formosus vouched for him, and people are usually with him on shit, so they were like, "Oh yeah, that's fine then, okay." Personally, I don't like bald people, but the thing is, he wasn't actually bald. He was really hairy. So they were kind of doing like a funny joke. So he's cool. His buddy Pope John VIII was just getting fucking wrecked by the Saracens for like his whole life. So he called Charles the Bald in to help him get it under control. So then Bald Charlie shows up and dies right away. And it's really embarrassing. And word is starting to get out about it. People are finding out. And Formosus knows that everybody who opposed Charles is gonna be really mad at him. So he gets up on out of there faster than a guy. A guy in a machine that makes you go really fast. Now, Pope John is pissed that Formosus left, and he calls for him to be excommunicated. But Formosus is like, "Oh, geez, oh my God. I am so sorry. I didn't even know that I wasn't supposed to do that. I'm so sorry. Oh, come on, I won't do it again." And so John was like, "Oh, okay, buddy. Yeah, just don't be the Pope, okay? You can't do that now." And Formosus was like, "Okay, I promise." But afterwards, everybody still hated John so bad that they tried to poison him. But the poison didn't work, and wait a second. Oh no, this is the ableist guy again. I just hate bigotry so much. Oh, God, now I'm angry. Fuck, I want him to die from being hit with a big stick so bad. Anyways, the poison didn't work, so everybody just started hitting him with a big stick, and he died. So then Formosus said to him, "Just kidding. I actually am gonna be the Pope. I wasn't even sorry. I was just lying." And so then he was Pope for a while, and he did a bunch of stuff that I don't care about, and then he had a stroke and died, which is really sad. That made me cry a lot, because it's sad to me when somebody dies. But it does help that his life didn't really matter at all in any way. So now, if we had a real sponsor, this is probably where we talk about them, but we don't. So Trevor's gonna say a few things. I forgot to introduce Trever. This is Trever. He's also making the video. So take it away, Trever. It's Trever time. Hello, we're back. And oh no, Formosus just died. Oh brother, that's where we are in the story, in case you forgot. Yo, they need a new pope now. Cause if I understand correctly, which I don't, the pope is sort of like the Bachelor, wherein if one of the bachelors dies, they have to get a new one. So the new pope was Pope Boniface VI. This guy, he was a legend. He was hot. He was sexy. He had sex appeal. He fucked really good and jacked off in a cool way. The guy had it all. He was constantly banging super hot men. That's right, he was also a gay icon. He was guys in the ass in a God-honoring way. It's giving gay pope. So Boniface gets in and he says, yep, I think I'm gonna like it here. And then he dies immediately. He was pope for 2 weeks and then he died because his foot hurt. The next new pope would be Stephen VI, and he was way different than the last guy because he was really creepy. So one day he was like, I want to do something weird to a dead body today. So he asked his guys to go dig up Formosis's corpse and bring it to him. And the guys were like, why? Why do you want that? And Stephen was like, oh, because I'm a weird guy. I'm different. Yeah. Oh, and I'm gonna touch it and stuff. And I'll put it on trial. I don't know. I'm still figuring things out. So Formosis's body was brought in and they dressed it up in his little pope costume and propped it up on a throne. But the thing is that Formosus was a dead guy. He had been dead for like 9 months at this point, so he was in stage 3 decomposition, and so like his nails were falling out and his teeth were falling out and his body was liquefying. It was gross and icky. But Stephen was like, this is cool to me because I am weird. Stephen charged Formosis's body with perjury, violating canon law, and of serving as a bishop when he was supposed to be a layman, even though he promised he wouldn't do that. Stephen began the trial, and he was yelling and screaming at Formosis's corpse. And a quote from the trial was this: when you were Bishop of Porto, why did you usurp the universal Roman see in such a spirit of ambition? And Formosus said, admit it. You did that and you're a bad guy. Your spirit of ambition was also crazy, way over the top. Like, you can't be that ambitious, because so many people were like, what's with all this ambition? Is this guy some kind of ambitious pervert or something? Say nothing if you're a pervert. And Formosus said, some people there began to wonder why Formosus wasn't standing up for himself. Was he a pervert? Probably. Most of those guys were, I think. But it's weird that he didn't even try to deny it. Something wasn't adding up. People started looking into this, and they realized that Formosus was a dead corpse. They all forgot about that, I guess. And so they were like, oh, yeah, he's dead. Yeah, he died a really long time ago. I remember that now. That's why he can't talk. Yes. So Stephen then allowed a junior deacon to represent and defend Formosus. So this little deacon boy would stand next to Formosus and pretend to be him. And some sources say that he even did an impression of him during the trial, which is so funny. That's awesome. And we love the little baby deacon boy. It went like this. Oh, hey, I'm Formosus. Oh, yeah, I'm so Italian. Oh, yeah, I did all that stuff you said because I'm a big stupid idiot. Mamma mia. Aha! So you admit that you're a criminal and that it wasn't fair how you got to be pope for a while and did all that stuff that I didn't like. Yep. I wanted to destroy the state of the church and also turn everybody Muslim. Oh, fuck. That's not our thing. Yeah, that's why I did it. Because it's not your thing. And then, oh, brother, Formosus lost the trial and was found guilty on all counts. So they took his pope clothes off and they cut off the 3 fingers that he used to bless people with, which basically made it so that all his acts as Pope were void now. Oh, now all your Pope stuff doesn't count and nothing you did matters. And the little deacon boy was like, oh, owie, ow, ouch, ow, my fingers, that hurts. I'm Formosus, ow. So anyways, after they did all that stuff to Formosus, Stephen had his guys go and bury his body again, but in a different spot, and they did it in a really sassy way this time. Like they probably just kicked him into the dirt or something. But then Stephen was like, oh, God, you know what, guys, I'm so sorry. But can we actually get him back and throw him into the river instead? You know, I'm so embarrassed. I'm sorry. It's just, I had this whole like weird evil guy thing going, and I feel like this would work better while I'm in my Joker arc. So they dug up his body again and brought it and threw it into the Tiber River. But then Formosus, in his Naruto arc, came back from the dead, Naruto style. Again, I haven't seen the show, I'm just guessing. His corpse washed up on the banks of the river. Some guy found it, and a rumor spread that it was performing miracles. So it probably went something like this. Formosus was like, hey, everyone, check this out. And everyone was like, oh, fuck, oh my God, are you okay? Jesus Christ, why'd you do that? Why would you do that? Oh, fuck. And then Formosus was like, and then the people were like, whoa, holy shit, what? How'd you do that? That was so crazy. And Formosus was like, it's a magic trick. It's actually really easy. Hey, can you put me back in the ground? So basically he came back, he did a couple miracles and 1 kickflip, and then he died again. So the people fished his body out of the river and put him back in the ground. Everyone started to realize that Formosus was actually kind of a legend for that. And they got really mad at Stephen. So they overthrew him, and they threw his white ass in jail. And then just a few months later, his white ass got strangled and died. So he died because he sucked. Later on, a new guy, Pope Theodore II, annulled the whole thing and restored Formosus' old papal status, which was nice. That was nice of him to do, but then he had Formosus' body dug up again. And, you know, he put him in his Pope clothes and moved him to his original Pope spot, which, did you have to do that? Was that necessary? Because everybody just keeps touching this dead body and, like, taking its clothes off and stuff. And, you know, it's like, stop it. Stop, you're being weird. Thankfully, this was the last time that they dug up his body and took its clothes off and moved it around and touched it weirdly. But then another guy, Pope John the IX, he came around and he annulled the Cadaver Synod again. A guy literally just did this. So, you know, it's double nullified, which I think means it cancels out and now it's valid again. That sucks, but he did make a rule that you're not allowed to put a corpse on trial anymore, which is good. That's a good thing. But still, John fucked up so bad when he accidentally double nullified the synod. But luckily, a different stupid dumbass came along, Pope Sergius III. He hated Formosus and he loved Stephen. He was a total Stephen head. And he went and overturned John's ruling. Oh, Sergius, you fool. That means it's okay again. That means you made it valid again. You undouble nullified the synod, so now it's nullified. You idiot. You're crazy. You're a crazy, stupid man, Sergius. What were you thinking? So everything just went back to exactly the way it was before any of this. They dug up and moved around the guy's dead body like 5 times. And then they put it on trial and it lost. Then they nullified the trial. Then they unnullified the trial. And then they nullified it again. So none of this really even mattered. So the only thing that's really different now is that you can't put a corpse on trial anymore. There's a new rule that says you can't do that. And so that's good. You know, that's a great thing. And it's weird that it happened in the first place, but good that it can't happen again. Well, that's the end of the story. That was the Cadaver Synod. I hope you guys liked it. This was my first video ever. So if you didn't like it, then I will stop and I'll be sad. And please subscribe, because if you don't subscribe, I will do something really bad. Okay, bye.
I woke up late